Greetings and welcome to The End. Last week, this week, and next week, the podcast companion to The End, the weekly newsletter that shines a light back on audio fiction shows when they've reached the finale of a season or the conclusion of the series. I'm your host and the curator of The End, Evo Terra. Let's get into it, shall we?
Last week.
The most recent issue of The End, the 27th, highlighted 5 shows in the season finales and finished series section, and 2 of them wrapped in the last week. Screenlock, a narrated sci-fi story from Sapien Ship, posted its season 1 finale yesterday. There are 8 episodes, and it will only take you an hour and a half to listen to the first season. Season 2 is planned for June. 2 foreskins walk into a bar. Yes, I enjoyed saying that very much. Is a narrated comedy from Chris Thompson. The season 1 finale was posted on March the 3rd. Set aside about 2 hours to listen to all those episodes. Season 2 starts in June.
This week.
With every issue, I make 2 personal recommendations for great audio fiction I personally love. And my first recommendation is Petrified, a dramatized horror anthology from Liam Garrity and Peter Dunn. Now, I featured this show from Ireland before, and am doing so again because, well, it's my newsletter. And also, the show just wrapped its 3rd season. Here's the trailer for the most current season.
Oh, God!
Back in, quick!
Her.ie says Petrified captures listeners' attention from the get-go.
It won't open.
Reeling them in for a deeply unsettling ride before delivering on some serious scares.
When you call the dead back, they are angry, and they are lost, and they are hungry.
Petrified, the award-winning horror drama returns with a cast including Cecil Baldwin and Larry Fessenden.
Is that Robert? I smelled death. The stench of rot.
Petrified, an all-new season of tales from a darker Ireland, begins January 11th wherever you listen to podcasts.
What am I doing? Just let's end this.
Petrified currently has 23 episodes across the current 3 seasons. That's 12 and a half hours of stories with a new slate coming later this year. Next is Impact Winter, a dramatized sci-fi horror story from Travis Beacham. Now, if you love ultra-rich cinematic audio as much as I do, you'll dig this tale. Here's the trailer.
This is an emergency message from the Home Office. Early warning systems are tracking the blast front from a catastrophic comet impact in the Pacific Ocean. Severe local effects are expected to reach the UK within the hour.
They came after the impact, when the sun went dark. Like they'd always been there, waiting in the shadows. A few at first, then more, until it was impossible not to say it. They're vampires. They were all human ones, but they've been changed, hollowed out and twisted, like the world outside. And that world belongs to them now. The rest of us are just holding on by our nails.
Impact Winter. A gothic tale of darkness and light by Travis Beacham. Produced by Audible Studios, Skybound Entertainment, and Anonymous Content.
Impact Winter is a complete story with 5 hours of listening for all 12 episodes.
Next week.
The latest issue of The End is oddly without any entries in the new season's coming soon section. So therefore, there are none coming next week. There's one coming next week, next week, I guess, but you know what? We'll save that one until later on. And that is all for this episode of The End. Last week, this week, and next week for the other audio fiction shows featured, highlighted, and coming soon that weren't included in the 27th issue of The End, including links to listen to the shows mentioned in this episode, please visit theend.fyi. I'm Evo Terra. Thanks for listening.